How's it going, everybody? This is Rice Bonds, Montana DeYoung, back here with you again. So, the National is happening right now in Chicago, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to go. But one of the great things about being in this hobby is that there are people out there who are constantly looking out for you. So, I've had multiple friends swing by, drop me a line, and let me know that there are certain cards available. It means the world to me that they do that. I know that how much more tiring it makes the show to sort of keep your eyes peeled for more than one or two things at a time. I kind of an obsessive personality, so I obsess over my bonds, and if I'm looking for somebody, I'm also obsessing over their PC needs. And I know how what kind of toll it takes on me. So I really appreciate my friends for doing that. While they're out there enjoying their time, I've got some packages here that I've been meaning to open. There's some major cards that I've been knocking off the want list. I hope to be able to show you one of the older iterations of my want list from a couple of years ago, where I sort of ranked what was left from the 90s that I needed. I recently had to revamp that list because I've basically knocked off so many needs. So a couple of those major needs and wants from that list are going to be revealed today. I'm going to start with a couple packages and sort of talk through what they mean to me and why they're so important. Meanwhile, I have these three cards here to keep me company. They're among many Bonds cards that I haven't had yet time to archive and properly sleeve and alphabetize, scan, and put away. So they've just been sort of sitting out there. You've got the 1999 Prism. That's the parallel out of 320. You can't really see the numbering, but they're out of 320. And also you have the Road 2 Legacy from 1999. I think that after these packages are done with, I'll only be missing one row from 1999, and then I'll have 97 through 99 complete, which would be amazing. When you first start out collecting and you first set out trying to put a set together, it doesn't ever feel like it's going to happen. And then just before you know it, you slowly chip away at it over several years, half a decade, and then it almost comes together. And then on the right there, you have the 2000 Revolution. It's the Shadow series out of 99. I think the Premier Dates is actually also out of 99. You can see that right there. That is out of 99. And then there's also a red one, I think out of 69. You need to get both of those. Let's get to it. So if I'm correct, these are two of the major cards I've been looking for. And I've got a PSA submission that I'm trying to get ready for. And so I actually didn't know how PSA worked, but apparently you can make a submission electronically online, and then you have 30 days from then to actually mail your cards in. So I'm about 28 days into the 30, and I got to get them out. Two of the cards that I had sort of submitted formally are in this packet. The first card is not one of them. This is sort of an impulse buy. This is the SPX Spectrum, I believe, from the year 2000. There's a guy by the name of Farrah Sports on Instagram. Shout out to him. He has been helping me out with my Bonds collection. He has a lot of sick Bonds cards and has gone out of his way to make sure that I'm the first to have a shot and a swing at these cards. And so I really appreciate it. This card is fantastic. It's not the type of card that I normally chase because it's not from 1999. In fact, it's not even from the year 2000. There we go. So this card is from 2001, and I don't consider 2001 sort of part of the 90s. I think that 2000 was the last year that the aesthetic really reminded you of the 90s. 2001 is when there was a departure. I'm sticking with that. This SPX does not look like it's from the 90s, but it is a cool card. Wish the picture were a little bit better. He looks like he's watching a fly out to like down the right field line a little bit. But I love SPX, and I've been wanting to get all the Spectrums over the years. This is 50/50, so that was just too cool to pass up. It was more of an impulse buy, but I'm really happy to have it. Love the hollow foil. 2001 bonds. All right, so the two that I got that are huge for my PC are the 1999 Black Diamond Final Cut. I've been chasing this card for about 5 years. They have 100 of them, so they really shouldn't be that difficult to find, but I've only had one other shot in all these years at it, and I wasn't able to get it then. So when I saw that this was available, I absolutely dove for it. This card is one of my very top wants. Been there for a very long time. I think it's beautiful. I think it's like a poor man's Ionics holographics, the one that Bond doesn't appear in. I think that's 1999. I'm not sure. It might be 98. But this one with with sort of checkered background, the graph like background, I really do love that kind of look, and the golden sheen of the final cut. Actually, I have to look at it under the right light, but the other tier that is also die cut, I can't remember the name of it right now. It's also die cut, but it's not gold and it's not numbered. It's also very beautiful. It actually might be prettier because it's more colorful. But it's really satisfying to get this one. And I'm gonna throw this in the PSA box right after I'm done with this video. That's why I actually pulled these packets out to do today, because I need to get these in the mail. But yeah, this card is a great picture. Just really hard to track down. I think I have a Palmero, might have a Jeff Kent, a couple of other players, just to sort of tide myself over until I finally was able to land my guy. But this is a big one. I was really thrilled to get this, and then I also got another huge card, and you guys probably recognize this right off the bat. These are gorgeous. 1999 gold refractors. There are several subsets, but this is the main base set parallel. So for collectors, that's usually considered like the most important one to get. The one that appears first in the checklist. And is from the main base set. That's not just kind of like a subset, like gems or one of the other ones. I can't slip my mind right now what those are, but yeah, this card is gorgeous. It's peeled, so it's not perfect, and I am curious now what the condition is like, because I was told that it was like nearly perfect. Well, there's a little bit of a surface thing right there, and I just wanted to take a closer look at the corner, because I thought from scans that there was a little issue there on the left corner. My eyes are going now, so there we go. How does that look to you guys? What do you think? Is that just like a hanging Chad? This card is undeniably beautiful, though. There is a little bit of a surface thing there. I'm going to try to clean that off. Hopefully it's just a piece of debris. But yeah, I don't know much about grading. I don't know what it's going to take to get a good grade. Be happy with an 8, hoping for a 9. Don't even really have 10 in my mind. But so a lot of these are leaked backdoor. There's a lot of unauthorized copies that were not pack released, and they don't have numbering on the back, so that's how you can tell. Sometimes these numbers are kind of hidden in the picture, so you can't see it, especially with a 2-dimensional scan. But that is the telltale sign, as well as the decollage. That's how you know that this is the legit one. I still need to find one of these with the peel still intact, but I jumped at the opportunity to get this. I've been waiting for this one for a long time as well. Friend Matt, who used to collect A-Rod, posted these up in the 90s Facebook group a couple years ago, and from that day forward, I knew I had to have this card. Finally, years later, it's in my possession. So I think it was the number 17th and 19th want on my want list that came in today. These two. Let me see. Let me see how this one looks. Since I'm gonna be grading anyway. Gosh, that's a beautiful card. What do you guys think? How's the condition? The chipping up top is to be expected. It's just a beautiful card. It's just a gorgeous card. There's a corner ding over there on the left. A little bit of a divot here. I think that might be just the pattern from the embossing on the front. Beauty. Yeah. Okay, well, first packet down. These are two of the biggest cards that I've gotten in a while, just in terms of how satisfying it is to knock these cards off your 90s want list. I keep saying that the list grows shorter and shorter, and it's true. I recently had to create a whole new list and add some new cards to it, and then an impulse buy at the end there for good measure. Okay, guys, that was kind of a long one. Let me break this one up and catch you on the next one. Thanks.